Life is not going to give you what you deserve. You have to be able to take it, and that comes with confidence, to be able to boldly say, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is what I deserve, without fear. The world is a very difficult place. In today's video, I would like us to discuss how you can be your most authentic self. I'm not talking about how you envision yourself from 10 years from now or even 5 years. I'm talking about something you can start now, something you can do weekly, consciously and intentionally in the months to come, and you will definitely see change. You see, I never used to be a confident person, considering the fact that I was a bigger girl. So it took a lot of personal growth and intentionality to get to where I am today. And if you're interested in all my tips and tricks, please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Please, 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 please. The button, you just have to click on it. It's totally free. It doesn't take anything from you. By subscribing to my channel and also liking and interacting with this channel, it helps me grow and gives YouTube the nudge to push my channel more. So let's get right into the video. To all my new subscribers, my name is Bolanle, and on this channel we do a lot of self-development content, wellness content, fitness content. Trust me, we are on the road and on the journey to fitness, right? So let's get right into the video. First things first, I would want you to get a paper and a pen to be able to jot things down. Now I want you to write who you want to be. When you write things down, it helps you streamline it. It helps you take things step by step. Remember that it's very easy to get caught up in all the noise and all the aspirations in our minds, and it kind of gives you a clear understanding on what you were meant to be or what you were destined to be, and gives you that nudge to want to start moving with purpose. Remember I said we're not talking about the woman you would want to be in 10 years or in 5 years. I'm talking about who you envision yourself to be right now. You're staring at the mirror, you're looking at yourself, and you say to yourself, Bolanle, who are you? It is expedient to identify the character traits related or attached to the personality you want to be. Most importantly, the reason why I don't want you to put a time frame to it, like, okay, this is who I want to be in 5 years, 7 years, whatever the case may be, is so that you don't condition your brain to think that you can only achieve that person or that personality in that stipulated duration or that period that you give yourself. Because to be candid, these are things that as women or as growing up, we can start making those changes like right now. The last time I did this, which gave me the knowledge or the idea that, oh, this is something that a lot of women struggle with or most likely do not have all the information. So it looks like, oh, this very big picture they have painted for themselves look far-fetched and looks out of reach. But actually what I noticed was, after I wrote these things down, it dawned on me that, oh, some of these things are something I could actually change, like right now, in the moment, this period of time where I'm not in the next 2 years or 3 years. There are things that I could be intentional. There are things that I could be intentional about right now. Writing things down helps you. It helps you go back. It helps you keep record. It helps you keep track of how far you have come. So like I said, when I did this, I noticed these were some of the traits that I could channel my energy to right now. While some were, girl, you cannot afford a 7-bedroom duplex right now with your financial status. But a lot of the things, like where I want to shop, the kind of car that I wanted to drive, the kind of people I wanted to roll with, the kind of home I wanted to raise my kids in, the kind of man I wanted to get married to, the beach house, all of those things that I wanted to have were things that had character traits attached to that I could actually change now and focus my energy now. Now into it. After you have written down all those beautiful, luxurious things that you would want to manifest, the next thing would be to identify character traits. Let me give you an example. For instance, you have envisioned yourself rolling with the Chimamanda Adichie's, Konjo Iweala's, the Elon Musk's, the Steve Jobs, the Dangotes. It's important for you to identify how would you get there. This involves how you speak, how you dress. You can see now that these are things you can change. How you dress, you can definitely change how you dress. First of all, you don't need to break the bank, right? This is not me saying because you want to dress or look expensive, you have to break the bank shopping in all the Gucci, all the Louis Vuitton, Chanel shops. No, you absolutely don't need to. There are ways that you can dress exquisite and you still have money in your bank. How you speak, there are loads and loads of tutorials on YouTube that helps with your diction, that helps with your charisma, that helps with courage and how to speak fluently and in a way that is easy for you to communicate and pass your information in clear terms. First and foremost, there's this saying that says, dress how you want to be addressed. In as much as the society kind of conditions your head into thinking, dress how you want to be, it's your body, da 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 da. The frank is, some certain people will not dress in some certain way. It's easy for us to say, don't judge people by how they dress. Of course, don't judge people because you don't judge a book by its cover. Do not stereotype. But it's important to note, majority of the things or information that we tend to consume are based off on our judgment, on our ability to analyze things and decide these are informations I want to consume or this is something I want to take in. These are all based on judgment. From personal experiences, I noticed that most times when I envision things, when I paint like a big picture, I kind of like see what my future would be like. Even after identifying those things or the pathway that would get me to this outstanding future and whatnot. Having written the traits and writing it like in an order of preference, the thoughts and the ideas just started flowing in. You get me? I used to be the go with the flow kind of person without really identifying what my core values were. It was very difficult for me to differentiate between what I needed and what I wanted. And the danger with this is that you start allowing every and anything into your space. You are precious. You do not need to accept everything thrown at you. Now to the next point. You already have an idea of the house you want to live in, the house you want to raise your kids in, the house by the beach, and all of that good stuff. Now it's important to note that there are some places you don't want to be around. There are some conversations you don't want to join in. After you decide who you need to be, you now have to be intentional about what you need to do. There are some places you just want to walk past or at least just stand at the corner or by the side. Why there are some places where you don't even want to be found around there. There's a portion of the Bible that says, evil communication corrupts good manners. Studies have shown that if you have 5 friends or do drugs, the chances that you would join them to start smoking or start drinking or all of that negative stuff that doesn't help your physical body growth spiritually, mentally, and all of that, the possibility that you would join them is about 99%. Now that is huge. I know some of us might have, oh, savior mentality. I just might be the person to change them. No, darling, that's not your job. What are you looking for there? No, the possibility that you join in on them rather than you changing them is really, really high. So what are you looking for there? Remember intentionality, because for you to make friends or for you to get in a company of people that you so much admire involves intentionality. You see that it still falls back to how you speak. It still falls back to how you dress. Trust me, a lot of these people don't want to be involved or they don't want to be associated with a certain kind of people. To be honest, growing up is kind of hard. It's kind of harder to make friends, right? I used to be this kind of person that, oh, when I get to a room, I just chill, I just relax. And it's almost like if you don't talk to me, I don't talk to you. If you don't come to make friends with me, I'm not going to be bothered about that. But then it got me thinking as I grew up, like, okay, so you're waiting for people to come talk to you. How about you make the first step? So right now, wherever I find myself, or not wherever I find myself, if I find myself in a midst of people that I feel, oh, these guys are intelligent, these guys could add one or two to me, trust me, I'm gonna say hi. I understand some of us might have anxiety or might be a little bit laid back, so it might be difficult to start a conversation. But if there's anything that has worked for me is giving compliments. You don't want to be cocky or excessive about it. Give genuine conversation. For instance, you find yourself in a room or with a group of people and someone gave an outstanding speech, something you admired. I do that a lot. I see people speak and I'm like, how did you learn to speak so good, right? How did you learn your vocabulary? How fluent you are? The first thing I do after that is I walk up to them. Hi, I love, first of all, my compliment, oh, you look very beautiful, you smell nice, something genuine that they know that, oh, this person is not lying, right? And then I go further into, I love the speech you gave. Just start a conversation. I picked a line, or just pick one line out of something. They said, oh, you said something about how your friends or whoever, or the people you associate yourself with have effects on you. And then pick up that conversation. That's if there's time, or you don't want to be a pain in someone's ass, right? If you feel like the person has a little bit of time on their hands, you can spark a conversation, and voila, you might not be friends like immediately, right, at that point, but trust me, you have started a conversation. From one conversation to another, to another, to another, and boom, you're already an acquaintance. And from acquaintances, you can become friends. So you have to be intentional. You need to be intentional. If you're the kind of person that, because of the nature of their job or something, kind of cages you, some of we young ladies, because of the nature of our job, so it's basically just your house, your job, or the gym. Go out. Go for hangouts. Dress nice. Go to restaurants. I'm not saying you should be thirsty about it. No. Be smart. Go for family functions. Go to church. Go to church. Meet people in church. Join units. It's a great way to make new friends, especially when you are in a new city. I'm a Christian, so I'm always a strong and a firm encourager of joining a church, a Bible-believing church. And not just you being a church goer alone. Please join a unit. Worker, right? Join the workforce. It's a great way to meet new people. Not just anyhow kind of people. I'm talking about people who are united with the same belief. You've identified how you want to dress, the kind of people you want to associate with. Now you have to build your confidence. As a woman, it's important to exude confidence, and not to confuse confidence as pride, because some people can be just be very prideful and arrogant. They're not the same thing. Confidence in a way that you want to step into a room and you can boldly introduce yourself with so much charisma and with so much grace and with so much eloquence. Some people are naturally born with it, right? Why some people would have to grow into the confident era. If there's anything I've learned from most of the women I look up to, like Okonjo-Iweala, Chimamanda Adichie, they just have this so much aura around them that makes you wonder, like, girl, what's going on in your brain? Can I know what's going on in your head? I would like to pick one or two. I never used to be bold though. Of course, growing up, I was this very smallish, timid little girl, like very small. I was usually the smallest amongst my peers. So that kind of like, not like it affected my self-esteem or anything like that, but it just made me a little bit shy. When I get into a room, I would not want anybody to notice me. I just want to be I came to the understanding that the world is a very difficult place, and it doesn't favor laid back or relaxed people. It favors people who are able to stand and demand for what they want. Life is not going to give you what you deserve. You have to be able to take it, and that comes with confidence, to be able to boldly say, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is what I deserve, without fear. Confidence to say, nah, I don't deserve this. Confidence to say, This is not permitted within my space. To be able to say, nah, I don't want to. This is feeding me with a lot of negative energy, despite whoever it's coming from. To be able to say no to people pleasers. Nope, we don't want them here. You want to be able to say no to people. Look them straight in the eye. If it's not beneficial to you, if it's not helping you grow, you want to be able to say no to people. Girl, so once you know all these things, you want to be intentional and move accordingly. This is the end of this video. Please, 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 please do give it a like. Interact with me in the comment section below. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.